NFL notes, Rams Gurley says London game's tough for players. Todd Gurley isn't buying this NFL in London business. The Los Angeles Rams running back arrived with the team in London on Friday after an overnight flight from Florida, where they spent the week following the win over Jacksonville last Sunday. Gurley said that's simply too much travel to take on the Arizona Cardinals, a division rival from a neighboring state. It just doesn't make sense, Gurley told reporters after the team's practice session at the luxury resort outside London. We play Arizona, it's a 45-minute flight, but instead we've got Arizona and us here. If we were to travel all the way from LA, it's 13 hours to travel, when you can just travel 45 minutes. But hey, whatever floats the boat. That would be the boat of NFL bosses, who are using these games to grow the game's brand in the UK and beyond. This is the 10th year that the league has staged its international series in the British capital, which has grown from 1 game a year in 2007 to 4 games this season. The Rams also came over last year and, like most teams who have played in London, have largely stuck to the script about it being a positive experience. Gurley, though, was even more outspoken Thursday before getting on the plane, saying the overseas games need to stop. In contrast, quarterback Jared Goff was among those insisting he was happy to be in London. But he was bemused to hear that the outspoken Gurley was not. Did he say that? Great, Goff said with a smile when told of the running back's comments. He also pointed out that it was actually Arizona who had cause for complaints, as they're the ones missing out on the 45-minute flight. It's our home game, so we have to play out here, he said. For the Cardinals to have to come out here is maybe a little bit rough for them. Definitely, because I believe that would probably be their shortest road trip. But it's part of expanding the league and I'm all for it. But I can understand why it can be a little bit rough for them. Head coach Sean McVay, who came here last year with the Washington Redskins, also did his best to talk down Gurley's comments. I think what Todd was talking about was some of the challenges just from a semantic standpoint of getting out of your rhythm and your routine just traveling, McVay said. But the fans have been great, he'll be the first to tell you that. It does offer a great opportunity to compete in a different place. Unlike the Rams, the Cardinals have spent most of the week in London in order to get adjusted to the time difference and climate ahead of Sunday's game at Twickenham, the home of England's national rugby team. Britt Coleman missed curfew. Person familiar with the situation says Cleveland Browns wide receivers Kenny Britt and Corey Coleman were sent home last week from Houston after missing a team curfew. Britt and Coleman were fined and apologized to the team, said the person who spoke to the Associated Press. Britt has been a major disappointment in his first season with the Browns, who signed him to a 4-year, $32.5 million contract in March. He has 8 catches for 121 yards in 4 games and has been plagued by dropped passes. Jags promote W.R. Mickens. Jacksonville promoted receiver Jaden Mickens to the active roster and waived receiver Max McCaffrey.